Celebrate, celebrate, we should celebrate, celebrate. 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 Hey, what's your style? What you drinking? What's your vibe? I've been feeling rather sad in the corner of my glass. Boy, what's your style? What you drinking? What's your vibe? I've been feeling rather sad. Oh yeah, pour it up. We should celebrate, celebrate. We should celebrate. All my feelings went away. Celebrate with the champagne. We should celebrate, pour it up.
Hello, my name is Kasia, and on behalf of Independnet Digital, I will tell you all about our GoOnLine digital music distribution guide. In my presentation, I will explain the structure of the guide and all the information that you can find in it. The first part of the guide is our thanks to our partners who helped us carry out all the research necessary for the project. Our UK partner, the University of Westminster, and in particular Sally and Gross, whose support, knowledge and help were invaluable in our project. Next, we've got a family jazz label from Germany, Nagel Records. They are a passionate team of music enthusiasts with a beautiful catalog and a great knowledge of the music market in Germany and in Europe. Our support in France comes from the Glukoz Association, a young organization whose goal is to support young artists and to promote music. They are very young but very resilient. They organize a music festival, they publish music, they promote young artists, and just like our joint project, they aim to have a real impact on the development of the music industry. In Luxembourg, we were excited to work with the publishing house hv.com. They have an enormous experience, they are behind hundreds of music publications, and they have great knowledge of the music market in Luxembourg, France, and Western Europe. And of course, our special thanks to our own Magdalena Grzywacz, who was a project manager of this whole initiative and without whom this whole project would have not been possible at all. We would also like to thank our unofficial partners, and this goes out to our music friends, independent institutions, music communities, who liked the idea of the project enough to support us during the research stage and the implementation of the project. Thank you very much, we wouldn't have done this without you. And let's not forget about our main cast. You will get to know the professionals and mentors from Independnet Digital and our partners who helped create content for this guide. One of the first chapters of the guide treats on vocabulary. Just as with any other field, digital music distribution shares its own specific language. And even though you might find this chapter a little bit boring and irrelevant, please allow a few minutes to read through the list and the words to make sure you fully understand how digital music distribution works. Because even the easiest of words can have their own meaning, and it's necessary and important to fully understand and know them all if you wish to succeed in this business. Next, let's dive into the history of music. In this section, we will take you back in time and show you what the technological revolution brought in to the music market. You will learn all about the origin of music and the entire evolution of music, from the moment people learned how to write music, how to read music, how to record and stream music. Knowing the history will make it easier for you to understand the present. This chapter is the key element of the guide. It paints the complex image of the entire digital music distribution world. There might still be some things you don't know about when it comes to the delivery process, promotion of music, or the financial things. And it is very important to know them all to get the idea of how they all work together. The next topic we would like to discuss here surely is an interesting one. It gives you an insight into different sale models that all DSPs offer. It is all about diversity, availability, and knowing how each platform engages its users. Next, we've got deliveries and metadata. If you've ever found yourself stressed or worried when filling in a metadata sheet, this chapter is for you. Not only does it provide clear instructions, it also gives you an explanation. What's more, you will learn how the quality of your metadata can really influence the positioning of your content on streaming platforms. The knowledge of all things technical will improve your cooperation and relations with your distributor or your label. Let's move on to promotion, which, according to some, can be treated as the hottest aspect of the industry. But please remember that glossary and metadata should be as equally important, because without this technical knowledge, you won't get the results that you strive for. Building a strong connection between artist and fan is the key here. Whilst you should focus on building and maintaining that bond with your fans, you can't forget about regularity and consistency of your releases. If you've ever wanted to land on that editorial playlist, please make sure to check out the tips that we prepared for you. This next subject often gets underestimated, but it is crucial for your artist's development and music career. Written by the specialists of Chartmetric, who are our unofficial partner of this project, this is your best source on the matter. They will tell you how to analyze your streaming data and how to translate that into your future release plans. Now we're moving on to all things YouTube. You might wonder why this platform got its own chapter in this guide. Well, it is because it's very special. YouTube has developed its own ecosystem from videos to music to multi-channel networks. If you've ever struggled with terms such as content ID or reference files, claims, conflicts, or whitelists, this chapter covers it all. We've got another hot one here, and that is financial settlements between DSPs and digital music distributors. In this chapter, you will learn how much one stream is worth and why it can change on a daily basis. We will also explain how you can assess your distributor in order to look after your finances better. This next chapter provides some base knowledge of copyright and legal terms you should know of when signing that first contract with a label or a distributor. It is also a more in-depth dive into building your legal awareness to make sure you can minimize the risk of making a huge mistake. Talking about music-related piracy and fraud, we must go back in time again. When Napster During the music world upside down in 1999, the real work for content protection began. The digital music industry evolves constantly, so we must adapt to the changes in the legal field as well. With the last chapter, we look into the future and how the tech advances will shape the music business. Get the latest on NFT, blockchain, Web 3.0, and other technological developments that we think will impact the music industry in the most significant way.
Celebrate, celebrate. We should celebrate, celebrate.